fellow Toastmasters and honored guests. By a quick show of hands, who usually enjoys going to the bank? Okay, that's about the response I expected. Normally for me, going to the bank is a joyous activity. You're going to go see your favorite tellers and you develop relationships at your certain banking institution. So at this particular banking institution, which is located in Gurnee, I've been a member since I was in 6th grade. My grandmother is a former Abbott credit union employee, and I am also a former Abbott employee. So I started my own savings account at this institution. On this particular afternoon, I had to go to this bank to go withdraw $8. Now, I was a young man and going through some financial difficulties at the time, and young in my mature life of adulthood. I was a fresh, ripe 22 years old. And I go to the bank this day, step inside. It is a normal banking day. I go, I fill out the necessary required paperwork, I stand in line, and I feel that the line is moving a little faster than normal. And so we're moving. Finally, I'm next in line. The teller calls me up. She says, next. I step over to the teller, hand her the necessary paperwork, say, good afternoon. The bank all of a sudden becomes eerily quiet. And the teller goes, so you're withdrawing $8? Man, please, will you keep your voice down? Yes, I'm here to withdraw $8. ID, please. So I reach in my pocket and I give her my ID. And she blurts out again, $8 from savings? Shh, will you keep your voice down? Yes, I'm withdrawing $8 from my savings account. So she performs her duty, hands me back my ID, and then I proceed to exit the bank. I step outside and I go to myself, that wasn't normal. So I'm hopping in my car and proceeding to drive off after this event. And I am happy to say that I was able to use that $8 to get to a critical job interview that I needed to get to at that time in my life. So what is the moral of that story? Only go to banks that have quiet tellers. No, I'm joking. The moral of that story is to overcome the obstacle. The obstacle was getting to this job interview, and all I had was $8 in my pocket. Michael Jordan was once quoted as saying, if a wall is built, either go up, go around, or go through the wall. So I'm here this evening to tell you, whatever your obstacle is, whether it's getting to that job interview, searching for that next opportunity, you must keep going. Even if all you have is $8 in your pocket. I was recently reading a Bible passage from Philippians 4, and it speaks about the ideal of remaining steadfast and to never be anxious. So as I'm reading this particular Bible passage, I sit back and I begin to remind myself that, again, friends, life is hard. Life is difficult. Things will be thrown at you that you weren't even expecting. But you cannot give up, and you must overcome the obstacle. I didn't allow my situation of only having $8 and my embarrassment of going into the bank to stop me. I had to pick myself up by my bootstraps, march right into that bank where it was very quiet for that day for whatever reason, I'm not sure. And I had to withdraw that $8 to get to my next opportunity. That next opportunity, I am happy to say, I was able to transition my life back on track. At this time in my life, I was, again, a young man living with a roommate at a time, and he was more interested in partying than responsibilities. So all the pressure relied on me to get through. As difficult as it might have been, it would have been easy to have called my parents and had asked them for the money, but my pride wouldn't allow me to do so. I had to fight and overcome the obstacle. So again, as you're going through life, I want you to keep a few things in mind. 1, only go to banks that have quiet tellers, will be 1. 2, to overcome the obstacle and go through the wall, whatever it may be. And lastly, keep going, even if all you have is $8 in your pocket. Mr. Toastmaster.